Have you ever tried reading a book, read a few pages, and then just quit? I used to do that all the time for over a decade. Not because I hated reading, but I couldn't focus, forgot everything, and just gave up. So I told myself, maybe reading is not my thing. I'm not that smart, but that belief kept me stuck for years. Until I forced to change it. 2 years back, I picked up my first book. Just one. In overtime, a few more. And these 7 books that I'm going to talk about in this video change how I think, how I live, how I work, how I see my life. So if you've been avoiding books, these are the 7 I would start with. First book, Atomic Habits. This is where everything changed for me. Before this, I had no consistency in my life. I would start something, quit a few days later. I thought I lacked motivation or discipline. But this book flipped it. It taught me that you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. And that changed how I see everything. So I stopped relying on motivation and started designing my life. Same time, same actions, no decisions. Work, gym, YouTube, food, everything. And slowly my life stopped depending on how I felt. Not because I'm motivated, but because my systems don't let me fall off. And the biggest shift out of all is I stopped chasing big changes and started getting 1% better every day. But habits are just one part of it, right? The next book changed how I see money. Second book, The Psychology of Money. Hear me out. The problem with your money isn't what you think it is. I used to think I just didn't earn enough, always running out of money, no matter how much I made. But the real issue all along was my behavior. I would earn it, spend it all. That's it. No thinking ahead, no control over my money. But this book made me notice that pattern in me. So I completely changed how I handled money. Started saving first, stopped spending automatically, started thinking long term instead of short term. And slowly things got more stable. Not because I earned more, but because I stopped messing up what I already had. Third book, Deep Work. Be honest with me. When was the last time you actually worked or studied without getting distracted or checking your phone? Earlier, I thought I was focused too, but I really wasn't. I was constantly switching apps, checking notifications, breaking my attention every few minutes. And I didn't realize how much it was affecting me. But this book made it very clear. I wasn't bad at work. I just couldn't focus in my life. So I changed one thing. I started doing deep work. Working without any distractions, no phone, no noise, just one task with full focus. At first, it felt very uncomfortable. But after a while, something shifted. I could focus longer, think clearer, finish things much faster without feeling scattered all the time. Now when I sit down to work, I don't try to focus. I actually can for hours. But here's the problem. Even with focus, most people still don't get results. And the next book explains why. Fourth book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. I used to think I wasn't making progress in my life. I would start with something, put in effort. When nothing happened, I would move on again and again. But this book made me realize I wasn't failing, I was quitting too early because we expect results fast, but anything meaningful compounds slowly. So I changed how I play the game. I stopped chasing quick results and I started staying in the game longer, doing the same thing, getting a little better every day, even when nothing was happening. Especially when nothing was happening. And that's exactly why I've been posting on YouTube consistently, even with minimal results. Because that's the part 99% people quit. And once you don't, things don't suddenly explode, they start compounding. Fifth book, The 48 Laws of Power. Most people avoid this book. They think it's about manipulation, but that's a shallow way to look at it. This book shows how power actually works, how people influence, control outcomes, and shape situations. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Because power is always there in conversations, in decisions, in relationships, in jobs, everywhere. Ignoring it doesn't make you a good person. It just makes you easier to play. After reading this, I started noticing things I never saw before. How people influence quietly, how narrative gets shaped, who controls the outcomes, and many more. And that awareness matters more than you think. Not so you manipulate people, but so you don't get manipulated and respond when it matters. Sixth book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a I used to care about every single thing in my life. What people think, what I should be doing, whether I'm doing enough or not. And it made everything in my life very heavy. That's where this book helped me see things differently. It made me realize that you only have limited fucks to give in your life. And I was wasting them on things that didn't matter. So I stopped trying to care about everything and I started choosing what actually matters. Because what you care about decides everything. And when you get that right, everything else gets quieter. Seventh book, Meditations. Tell me honestly, what do you do when life gives you something that you can't fix, undo, or escape? I didn't know either. I lost my parents young and went through things in my life I didn't understand. And for a long time, I was just reacting to pain, to confusion, to things I couldn't change in my life. I was just trying to make sense of everything, even when there were no answers. But this book changed that. It made me realize something very simple. You don't control what happens to you, you control how you respond. And I wasn't doing that in my life. I was letting everything outside me control everything inside me. So I changed that. I stopped fighting life for being unfair and I started focusing on who I become through it. And slowly, I became calmer, more clear, and less reactive. Not because life got any easier, but because I did. These are the few things I learned and applied from these books, but each one goes much deeper than this. But remember, just knowing them doesn't change anything because just reading doesn't fix your life. Using what you read does. And that's what made the difference for me. So don't read all seven at first. Pick one first, finish it, and apply it. Because one book applied is worth more than 10 books you forget. And tell me in the comments of which one are you going to start with.